Hello friend, welcome to the abstract algebra class. It is class 52. In this class also we want to prove a theorem. Theorem, if G is a group, then the center Z of G is a normal subgroup of G. Proof, let G be a group and the center of the group G is denoted by Z of J and defined as Z of J is equal to X belongs to G, AX equal to XA for all A belongs to G. It is the definition of center of G. We have to prove that Z of G is a normal subgroup of G. Center of G, center Z of G is a normal subgroup of G. Let E be the identity element in G. When E is the identity element in G, then this implies EA equal to AE. For all A belongs to G. This implies E belongs to ZG. When EA equal to AE, this equation holds, then we can say that E is belongs to Z of J. This implies Z of J is non-empty set. Since Z of J is non-empty set, when Z of J is non-empty set, then we assume that x1 x2 belongs to Z of J. Then x1a equal to ax1 according to the definition of Z of J. Center of Z of J. x2 into a equal to ax2. It is relation 2 for all A belongs to G. Consider x1 into x2 into A is equal to x1 into x2 into A. By using associative law, we simplify this. x1 into ax2, instead of x2 into A, we put it the value of A. It is equal to x1 into A into x2. It is equal to ax1 into x2. By using associative law, it is equal to A into x1 into x2. Therefore, we prove that x1 into x2 into A equal to ax1 into x2 here. This implies x1 x2 belongs to Zj, x1 x2 belongs to Z of J. Therefore, when x1 and into x2 into A equal to A into x1 into x2, this implies x1 into x2 also belongs to Zj. x1 into x2 also belongs to Z of J. Therefore, x1 into x2 belongs to Zj. Their product also belongs to Zj. It is relation 3. Since x2 into A equal to ax2, this implies x2 inverse. We multiply both sides by x2 inverse, pre and post. Pre and post means before x, after A. Here, x2 inverse into x2 into A into x2 inverse equal to x2 inverse into A into x2 inverse. By using associative law, we can write x2 inverse into x2 into ax2 inverse equal to x2 inverse into A into x2 into x2 inverse. This implies E into A into x2 inverse equal to x2 inverse into A into A. This implies ax2 inverse equal to x2 inverse into A. This implies x2 inverse belongs to Z of G. Therefore, x2 belongs to Zj. Therefore, x2 belongs to Z of J. This implies x2 inverse also belongs to Z of J. It is relation 4. From equation 3 and 4, we get from equation 3 and 4 we get Zj is a subgroup of G. Let x belongs to Z of G, A belongs to G. Consider A into x into A inverse equal to A into x into A inverse. It is equal to A into A inverse into x. It is equal to A into A inverse into x is equal to E into x. A into A inverse is E. It is equal to x belongs to Zj. Therefore, A into x into A inverse belongs to Z of J for all x belongs to Z of J and A belongs to J. Hence, Z of J is a normal subgroup of J. Hence, the proof of the theorem. Note, if G is an abelian group, an abelian group, this implies A into B equal to B into A. For all A, B belongs to G. This implies Z of J is equal to G. Z of G is equal to G. Problem here is a problem. We want to solve this problem. It is not solution. It is not proof. It is solution. N is a normal subgroup of G. Show that G by N, a quotient group, is an abelian group. Is an abelian group. If and only if x y into x inverse into y inverse belongs to N. For all x y belongs to G. N is a normal subgroup of G. Show that G by N is an abelian group if and only if x into y into x inverse into y inverse belongs to N. For all x y belongs to G. Solution. Let G be a group and N is a normal subgroup of G. Let x comma y belongs to G. This implies Nx comma Ny belongs to G by N. It is the definition of quotient group. Suppose x y into x inverse into y inverse belongs to N if and only if x y into y into x whole inverse belongs to N. We can write this x into y, x inverse into y inverse as y into x whole inverse. If and only if N into x y equal to N into y x. If and only if Nx into Ny equal to Ny into Nx. If and only if G is an abelian group. G is an abelian group. An abelian it is the solution of the theorem. Thank you.